Students, good morning. Welcome back to our foundation lectures in mathematics. So, welcome to our Heron lecture discussions as well. So, in our previous class, we have seen what is meant by Heron's formula, and that is used to calculate the area of triangle, and it is given by square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. What is s? It is semi-perimeter of a triangle, and the formula for semi-perimeter is a plus b plus c by 2, and the perimeter of a triangle is given by 2 times s, that is a plus b plus c. Okay, and what is the formula for trapezium? That is half into h into a plus b. What is h? H is the height of the trapezium, that is the distance between two parallel sides, and a and b are the sum of the two parallel sides. Okay guys, so again using this Heron's formula, let's see some more important problems before we wind up our these discussions on Heron's formula. Hope you are enjoying this chapter. This is a pretty easy chapter, just you be careful with the calculations. Okay, so everything is related to geometry, how you will construct find the areas. Okay, so that is all about this chapter. So read this question guys. Given a triangle and a parallelogram, given that a triangle and a parallelogram have the same base and the same area. You are given that there is a triangle and a parallelogram with the same base as shown and the same area. Now, if the sides of the triangle are 26 centimeters, 28 centimeters and 30 centimeters, you are given the sides of the triangle, and the parallelogram stands on the base 28. See, if parallelogram is standing on base 28, obviously triangle also stands on the same base, because it is given in the question same base. So this is how the figure looks. Okay, just by reading the question you could construct the figure as well. They need not give you this figure. Now you have been asked to find the height of the parallelogram. Okay, so before we jump into calculations of height of the parallelogram, first of all we are given all the side lengths of the triangle, right? So can we calculate the area of triangle? Yes, using Heron's formula. So to do that, first let's calculate the semi-perimeter, that is a plus b plus c by 2. So you will get 28 plus 30 plus 26 by 2. So that is 84 by 2, 42 centimeters. So once you get the value of s, directly use Heron's formula, square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Okay. So plug in all the values of s, a, b, c, you will get 336 centimeters square. So don't multiply in this manner. What you will do is write square root as 42. 42 you could write it as 7 into 6, and 14 you could write it as 7 into 2. 12 you could write it as 6 into 2, and 16 is anyway 4 square. So now simplify this. Now you could write 7 into 7 as 7 square, 6 into 6 as 6 square, 2 into 2, 2 square, 4 square. So this is 8 square. So under square root, so you will be getting directly 6 into 7 into 8. So now simplify this, you will get 336 centimeters square. Okay, don't go in the rote method of multiplication. Now, so now we have found the area of triangle to be 336 centimeters square. But it is given that triangle and parallelogram have the same base and the same area. So area of the parallelogram is also 336 centimeters square, right? And then we know that area of a parallelogram is given by base into height, and base of the parallelogram is 28 centimeters. So we don't know the height. That is what we have been asked to find. So base into height is 336. So can you find height from this? Height will be 336 divided by 28. So you will get 12. Okay. So you are getting area of the parallelogram will be same as area of triangle. So area of parallelogram is base into height. So you need to find height. So 7 4s are 28, 4 2s are. So you will be getting height as 12 centimeters. Okay, so let's look at the next question. A rhombus shaped field has green grass for 18 cows to graze. If each side of the rhombus is 30 meters and its longer diagonal is 48 meters, how much area of the grass field will each cow? How much area of the grass field will each cow be getting? Okay, guys. So here you have been given the rhombus shaped field. Rhombus shaped field means all the sides are equal. So they are equal to 30 meters. And you have been given that the longer diagonal is 48 meters. First of all, we are not sure which diagonal will be longer. So let's assume BD is the longer diagonal. So it is given to be 48 meters. Now you have been asked to find how much area of grass field will each cow be getting. That is, you need to find the area of the rhombus. And to find area of rhombus, you know that area of rhombus you could write it as area of ABD plus area of BCD, right? 1 plus 2. And individually if you look at those areas, they are in the form of triangle. So to find area of triangle, we will be using Heron's formula. Now here we know all the side lengths because we are given the diagonal. So you could find the semi-perimeter of the individual triangles. Say for one semi-perimeter will be 30 plus 30 plus 48 by 2. Okay. So you will get 108 by 2. So semi-perimeter is 54 meters. And area of triangle use Heron's formula, that is square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So plug in all the values of S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, you will get the answer. Again, don't do this type of multiplication. What I'll suggest you is square root of 54. How will you write? Write that as 9 into 6 and 24. Write it as 6 into 4. Again 24. Write it as 6 into 4. And then 6. So you could write this as 9 as 3 square and 6 power 4 into 4 square. So under square root you will get power 2 means it will get half times. Power 4, so it will get 2 times. Power 2, so it will become 1. So 3 into 6 square into 4, that is 12 into 36. So you will get 432. Okay. So once you will get this area. Now one more thing, if you will observe this, in a rhombus opposite angles will be equal. Not only that, this diagonal will divide this into two congruent triangles. Okay. Even you need not bother about that. See, we know that area of triangle is being calculated by using Heron's formula. In Heron's formula, all we need is S value, A value, B value, C value. S we could calculate by from A, B, C. And if you look at both these triangles, 1 and 2, A, B, C are same. So hence, even for the area, surface 2, okay, that is the area of triangle BCD also will be same as area of triangle ABD. So total area will be twice of 432. So that is 864 meters square. Okay. So this is the entire area of the rhombus. So this area is available for how many cows? See, they are green grass for 18 cows. But in the question you have been asked, how much area of grass field will each cow be getting? You have not been asked about the total number of cows. You have been asked about each cow. So this much area is available for 18 cows. So for one cow, if the area is distributed equally among all the cows, then for one cow you will be getting 864 divided by 18. Okay, 864 divided by 18, that will be 48 meters square. Okay. Here 864, how did we get? We need to add these two triangle areas. So 432 plus 432, you will get 864. So this is the area available for all the 18 cows. But in the question we have been asked to find how much area is, okay, each cow getting. So you need to divide by 18. Okay, students. So let's move to the next question. An umbrella is made by stitching 10 triangular pieces of cloth of two different colors as shown in. See, umbrella is made by stitching 10 triangular pieces. So these pieces are triangular in shape. Okay, and they are using alternate colors, two different colors. Okay, in this way they are folding with 10 triangular pieces. Now each piece measuring 20 centimeters, 50 centimeters and 50 centimeters. So they have given the dimensions as well. They have given that this is 20 centimeters and these 50 centimeters. So you are being given an isosceles triangle. Now you have been asked to find how much cloth of each color is required for the umbrella. See guys, so first of all, how much cloth means, first of all, how many triangles are there? 10 triangular pieces of cloth. Okay, there are 10 triangular pieces of cloth and you have been given the dimensions, and also you have been said that of two different colors, alternatingly you are using these colors. So out of those 10 triangular pieces, 5 will be of one color and 5 will be of other color, right? So here your job is to find what is the area of individual triangle, and 5 times of that will be of one color and 5 times of the triangular piece area will be the cloth used by other color. Okay, so let's see how to find. So sides are given as, let them be A 20 centimeters, B 50 centimeters, C 50 centimeters. So you know how to calculate semi perimeter, that is 1 by 2 times perimeter, that is sum of all the three sides, A plus B plus C by 2. So calculate, you will get 60 centimeters. And now using Heron's formula we could find area of each triangular piece, that is square root of S into S minus A into S minus B to S minus C. So you will get this. Okay, now area of 5 triangular pieces of one color. See, there are 10 triangular piece sheets, but 5 are of one color and 5 are of another color. So for 5 pieces, for one piece this is the area. So for 5 pieces we will occupy 5 times this area. So that is 1000 times root 6. So this is the area. Similarly other color also will occupy the same area. So how much cloth of each color is required means, of each color you need 1000 root 6 centimeters square. Okay, 1000 root 6. Let's look at the another question. A kite in the shape of a square. A kite in the shape of a square with a diagonal 32 centimeters means you are given a square with diagonal. Diagonal means what? You have been given the diagonal of the square. Diagonal 32 centimeters and an isosceles triangle of base. So here they are adding an isosceles triangle of base 8 centimeters and sides 6 centimeters. See here, sides 6 centimeters means the equal sides are 6 centimeters in dimension. So it is to be made of 3 different shades as shown. You need to make using 3 different shades, means this is one shade and this is another shade and this is another shade. So there are 3 shades. Now how much paper of each shade has been used in it? So that is, you need to find the area of 1, area of 2, that is sum of these, and area of 3. Okay, so because all these 3 are of different shade, you need to find individually their areas. That is what you've been asked, how much paper of each shade has been used in it. Okay, so now, so first of all individually let's see how to find this. What is given? Each shade of paper is divided into 3 triangles, isn't it? See, first one, second one and third one. So all these are 3 triangles, right? Now for triangle 1, since ABCD is a square, ABCD is a square, right? And do we know the side length? No. Diagonals of a square are equal and bisect each other, right? So AC is, the diagonal is given as 32 centimeters. So BD will be 32 centimeters. So this is 32 centimeters. Now height of triangle ABD. What will be height of triangle ABD? Height of triangle ABD means, see, this will be perpendicular. The diagonals are perpendicular in a square. So this itself will be the perpendicular, and also diagonals bisect each other. So obviously this will be half of the diagonal length. So since the base is 32 and height will be 16, that is half of 32, because diagonals are bisected in a square. So height of the triangle ABD is half of AC, that is half of 32. So you will get height as 16 centimeters. So now for triangle ABD, you know the height, you know the base. So what will be the area? So area will be half base into height. So calculate, you will get 256 centimeters square. Okay. Similarly, if you look at the region 2, that is the area with different shade. Again, this area of BCD and ABD, these are congruent triangles if you will observe. Obviously, right? ABD triangle and BCD triangles are equal. Diagonals divide the square into two equal parts, two congruent triangles. So for the region 2 also, for triangle 2, the area will be same, 256 centimeters square only. Since diagonal of a square divides it into two congruent triangles, area of triangle 2 will be equal to area of triangle 1, which is 256 centimeters square. Now for triangle 3, see what is given. Triangle 3, it is an isosceles triangle of base 8 centimeters and side length 6. Okay, so now for triangle 3, you know all the 3 side lengths of the triangle. So use Heron's formula. A is 8, B 6, C 6 centimeters. So semi perimeter is given by A plus B plus C by 2. So 8 plus 6 by 2. Okay, so 10 centimeters you will get. Now using Heron's formula, this is area is given by square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So plug in all the values of S, A, B, C. So you will get this one. Okay, now do simple calculation. These are, so you will be getting 8 root 5 centimeters. So thus the area of different shades are, area of side 1, shade 1 256 centimeters square, area of shade 2, it is same in area as shade 1, that is 256 centimeters square, and area of shade 3 you will get approximately 8 root 5. You could leave the answer as 8 root 5, okay, unless you are using calculators. Leave this as 8 root 5, or else you could remember that root 5 is approximately 2.3 something, because we know that 24 square is 576 and 23 square is 469. Sorry, what is 23 square? 529, and 22 square is 484. Okay, so 22 square is 484, so 2.2 square will be 4.84, and similarly 2.3 square will be 5.29, and we know that 5 is in between 4.84 and 5.29. So the area, I mean square root of 5 will be in between 2.2 and 2.3. Okay, so approximately this will be very near to this one. Okay, leave the answer as root 5 or else. Let's move to the next question. Now this is again an interesting question. See, given a floral design on a floor is made up of 16 tiles. It is made up of 16 tiles which are triangular. See, this is 1, this is 2. Similarly, these type of figures, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 in number. Okay, so total there are 16 tiles which are triangular. The sides of the triangle being 9 centimeters, 28 centimeters and 35 centimeters. See, you have been given the sides like this. This is 9, the smaller one, and this is 28, and this longer, the diagonal thing, they have given as 35 centimeters. Okay. Now you have been asked to find the cost of polishing the tiles at the rate of 50 paisa per centimeters. At the rate of 50 paisa per centimeters square. Okay. Before we do this, first let's find the area of this, area occupied by these tiles. So given, let the sides of the triangle be A, B, C. A is given as 9 centimeters, B 28 centimeters and C 35 centimeters. Now semi perimeter will calculate it by A plus B plus C by 2. So you will get 72 by 2, that is 32 centimeters. Now using Heron's formula, we could calculate the area of triangle as square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Okay, so plug in the values whatever we found for S and the given values A, B, C, and simplify this. You will get approximately 36 root 6. Okay, so this is the answer. Now this is the area occupied by all this each tile, area occupied by each tile. But in total how many tiles are there? There are 16 such triangles, right? So total area will be 16 times of each triangular area, so you need to multiply by 16. So this will be the total area occupied by this entire floral design. I mean all those tiles, all these 16 tiles, they occupy this much area. But what is given in the question? You have been asked to find the cost of polishing the tiles at the rate of 50 paisa per centimeter square. So what does it mean is, to polish 1 centimeter square area, it costs rupees, 50 paisa. 50 paisa means that is half rupee, 0.5 rupee for 1 centimeter square. But here how much area you need to polish? You need to polish 1411.2 centimeter square. This much area you need to polish. So for 1 centimeter square this much, for this many centimeter square you need to multiply that by 0.5. So you will get answer as 705.6 rupees. So this is the cost for polishing all these 16 tiles. Okay. Similarly, as you could see that this floral design, they are made with different shades. So they could ask you how much cost, okay, you will be incurring for polishing only each color, each shade. For each shade, how much cost you will be incurring if they'll ask you. So then in that case, you will be considering only 8 triangles, not 16. 16 triangles are the total number of triangles, but if they'll ask about only a particular shade, so then there are 8 triangles of each shade, and for polishing each shade, so here you will be multiplying, the area will be 8 times of this, cost will be again half, it will become half of this. So exactly for cost will become 352.8 approximately for polishing each shade. Okay, that is, it will become exactly half of this. This is the cost for shading all the 16 tiles. Okay, if they'll ask you the question about cost of polishing individually shade, for each shade, then you will be dividing this by 2. Okay, so let's look at one more question before we end up this discussion on this Heron's formula. So please read this question. A field is in the shape of a trapezium. Okay, so consider a trapezium whose parallel sides are 25 meters and 10 meters. So the longer side is 25 meters and the shorter side is 10 meters. The non-parallel sides are 14 meters and 13 meters. So 13, 14. Now find the area of the field. So what you will do is, You need to find the area of the trapezium, isn't it? How to find the area of the trapezium? See, if we know the height of the trapezium, we know how to find the area of the trapezium, right? Area of the trapezium is given by half h into a plus b. Here we are also given the sum of the parallel sides. Parallel sides we are given 25 and 10, but height is not given. We are given non-parallel sides. So first let's see whether we could find the height or not. Okay. Let's see whether we could how to find the height. See, for doing this, the given field will divide it into two shapes. We'll divide it into two shapes, BCE. Okay. Triangle BCE and parallelogram ABED. How to divide this? See, because we know that AB is parallel to this DC. Okay. Now what you will do is, and we know this side is 13 centimeters, construct a side with 13 meters like this. Then obviously this will become a parallelogram and this will become a triangle, right? So now individually, can we find their areas? Can we find the areas? See, for the triangle BC, for the triangle BEC, how do you find the area of triangle? You know the side length 13, 14, 15. So can you find the area using Heron's formula? So area is given by side lengths are 13, 14, 15. So semi-perimeter will be A plus B plus C by 2. That is 13 plus 14 plus 15 by 2. You will get 21 meters. So area of triangle will be, using Heron's formula, square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So plug in the values whatever we found for S and the given values A, B, C. So you will get approximately 84 meters square. So again here calculation, don't multiply. What you will do? Square root of 21, write it as 3 into 7. And then 8, write it as 4 into 2 or 2 cube. 7. And then 6, write it as 2 into 3. So simplify this. You will be getting 2 power 4 into 3 square into 7 square. So if you will simplify, you will get 2 square into 3 into 7. Okay, sorry, it's not under square root. So you will be getting 2 square into 3 into 7. So this is 84. Okay, so always use prime factorization. So we have found the area of triangle. We have got it as 84 meters square. Now how to find area of parallelogram? We know area of parallelogram is given by half base into height. Half base into height. But do we know the height? Do we know the height? No, right? So let's try to find the height here. So to find the height, let's drop a perpendicular. Let's drop a perpendicular. But guys, perpendicular onto this side. But we know that area of triangle BEC. Area of triangle BEC is half base into height. And the base is 15. Base is 15. So can we find height? Base is 15. So height will be, how to find height? Half into base into height is 84. So height will be 84 into 2 divided by 15. Okay. Is it correct? We know that area of triangle is half into base into height. But and we have also calculated that area of triangle as 84 meter square. So equal half base into height is equal to 84. So from this, can you calculate the height? So height you will get as 3 you will get cancelled. So you will get 56 by 5. So height this will be 11.2. Okay. So you will get height as 11.2. Now once you get the height, So there is a mistake in this, please ignore this. Once you get the height, you know height and you know base. Base is 10. So what is area of parallelogram? Area of parallelogram is given by base into height. Okay, so base is 10 and height is 11.2. Base is 10 and height is 11.2. So if you multiply this, you will get 112 meter square. So the area of the parallelogram is base into height, that is 112 meter square. Okay, so this is how you could calculate this. Okay guys, so just ignore this calculations whatever I have shown it over here. How did we calculate the area of the parallelogram? Area of the parallelogram, we know that is equal to base into height, but here since we don't know the height, what we are doing is, for the triangle BEC we know the area and we know that area is given by half base into height. So from this we are trying to calculate the height. Okay, from this we are trying to calculate the height. So once we get to know the height, so directly plug in over here. See, why are we using all these methods? Because see guys, here when you are given a trapezium, these side lengths are A, B and H. Okay, then the area of triangle is given by, area of trapezium is given by half H into A plus B. But here it is not the case. Here we don't know the height. In the previous question we don't know the height of this trapezium. So what we have to do is, we are splitting this into a parallelogram and the triangle, and individually we are trying to find the area of the triangle and area of the parallelogram. Area of the triangle you know how to find. Using Heron's formula you could find it easily. And to find area of parallelogram, what we are doing is, we are applying the formula base times height, but we don't know the height and we are trying to calculate the height from this triangle itself by using the formula half base into height, equating it to the calculated area using Heron's formula, we could get the height. Okay. Okay guys, so hope this is clear. In case if you are having any doubts using Heron's formula, please let me know, so we could discuss all this in detail. Okay, so that's it. With this I'll wind up this chapter, discussion on this chapter. Okay guys, so you'll be having exam on this chapter, Heron's formula and constructions. Okay, if possible I'll include one more chapter for your next exam, but for the coming exam you'll be having exam based on only parallelograms and area of the parallelograms and quadrilaterals. Okay guys, so do well. Till then, have a nice time. Thank you.